There we go. Yay! We are
Hey.
back with a new tree. Look, I got
Ooh.
I got Christmas lights for Easter.
Are they little bunnies?
There's bunnies on there. There are eggs that are painted. There's
As,
chickens.
lo- as long as they're not peeps, we're okay.
They
Because
look like peeps, but we would have ate them.
peeps are disgusting and no one should eat them ever.
That's
Yeah, that's
true.
right. I said it. Fight me.
You're not wrong.
They're a novelty for like one or two, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done. It's like
Ugh.
sugar and a marshmallow.
Oh, not even
like,
that.
Not even. Not even
Not
that.
even that.
No.
No.
So what we did with the tree now, since the other lights were going bad, I bought these lights where you can have holiday lights. So this is the Easter one, and I'll have 4th of July and Halloween. It'll be like
Nice.
different colors. So it's like blue, yellow. So it's a holiday tree
So it's fun.
for my daughter. So
That's super fun. I like that.
we made arts and crafts 2 years ago. So we put some on there and bought some and like stuff like that. So.
Well, as long as you put the Festivus pole up next to it, then you'll be
Duly
Festivus
noted.
for the rest of us.
Duly noted. Which brings us to episode 43, Richmond, Virginia's finest Lamb of God. What's that face? Well, okay, we'll get into it.
We'll get into it.
Do we need Timu Morgan Freeman again?
I can
yet.
Smell you.
Just-
Oh.
No.
Wait.
All right.
We'll
We're going
save
to
it for
be
later.
doing 2 episodes here. This is episode 1, so we're doing half and half, which will lead us into the new album, which is coming out this Friday, March 13th. Friday 13th again, Into the Oblivion. I've heard
Oblivion.
no songs. John's heard a couple. I've heard none. So
I've also heard
Uno's
they've
song.
they've released 3.
Oh, I made a purpose
So.
not to listen to it. I really want to be fresh for it when it hits.
I mean, to be fair, I heard.
to be fair, yes.
To
to
be
be fair,
fair.
I heard one like when they first released the title track,
Mm,
and then after that, I was like, I'm just gonna wait.
yeah,
Mm.
gotcha. Well, let's get into the summary, people. Are you ready? We got a big show for the next 2, so get halfway done, and we'll be doing part 2 with the other half. Ready? And let's
And
go.
break.
I'm ready.
Lamb of God is an American metal band from Richmond, Virginia, formed in 1994. They're known for their groove-driven riffs, aggressive vocals, and political charged themes. The classic lineup features Randy Blythe. I think I
That's
said it right.
Bly.
Blythe? Okay. Mark Morton, Willie Adler, John Campbell, and Art Cruz, who replaced Chris Adler in 2019. We'll get into it later. They began under the name Burn the Priest, releasing 1 album before adopting the new name Lamb of God in 1999. The 2000s, like As the Palace Burns, Ashes of the Wake, and Sacrament, pushed them forefront of new wave of American heavy metal. The band is known for tight, complex rhythms and blend of thrash groove and modern metal elements. They've earned multiple Grammy nominations, built a large global following, and remain influential in heavy music. Their themes are often about war, corruption, personal struggle, and social issues. Lamb of God continues to tour and release new music, maintaining a reputation for intense live performances. John, you start this off. Where did you hear about Lamb of God? And when, what era could you say? Because you are wearing their shirt today. Good job. You can
Nice.
start us out with that conversation, please.
Oh, so I heard of them around the Ashes of the Wake time.
Wow. Pretty
Yeah.
far back. Okay.
Yeah, 2004 maybe.
Okay.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ashes of the Wake was indeed
Yeah.
2004, says my notes.
Correct.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
probably around then, I think 'cause
Good job, Shannon.
I was, and I'm trying to remember because that was, all that long ago.
Sure.
And I don't remember if it was one of those like I was you remember like well, you're a cable guy. Cable
Yes. Ah, okay, we're good. Yes.
guy.
Cable guy.
Like at the end of all of the regular TV channels, you had like music choice or whatever.
Sure. Yeah, I remember Muse Choice.
And I think I'd always like annoy my my wife at the time with the metal channel.
As you should. Good job.
And
everybody
it
else.
might have been, and I don't remember if they actually played good music on the radio at that time.
No, when it got over 2000s, it definitely shifted to new metal and you
Yeah,
metal.
and I don't know if like the Richmond rock station played them maybe.
I can't
You
remember.
you know
I'll
what?
be
It might
honest.
have been that. It might have been one of those late nights, like metal file things at like 2 o'clock in the morning,
Sure.
where
Yeah.
it's like, hey,
Right.
we're actually going to play stuff that's worth a damn instead of the crap that's on during the day.
Yeah.
And but Laid to Rest was the first song that I heard, and I was just like, whoa.
Blown away.
Yeah, I was like, I have not heard anything
Like
like this.
I picked up their album Resolution. That was the first one I ever picked up, and I didn't like it. I listened to it for a day, and I didn't listen to him ever again until this. So I've had that long of a gap. I know more about the band than I've listened to their music. It's just
That's weird for you, I feel
it's
like.
very weird.
Yeah.
I just something about it didn't click with me at that time. And I think my little metal head at that time was not ready for that.
Were you gatekeeping?
Yes.
Mm.
Oh, I was a big gatekeeper. At that time, I was a huge Megadeth, Annihilator, Fear Factory, even Black Label, which were no spoilers. Kind of like that notion. Dream Theater was kind of on the cusp for me. I was starting to get into them too, so I was kind of expanding. And at the time, I just didn't do it, and I'm glad that we did get back to it. So I'm happy for that.
I mean, I know how you feel about that. I was in my little box for a long time.
Yeah, Jamie, bad mark.
And then I don't know, it just
yeah.
I don't know, somewhere in the last 10 years or so, it's just like this big expansion of everything.
Yeah. What about you, Shannon? I'm guessing.
Yeah, high school. So
Sure.
in the Wrath and previous time frame.
What
yeah,
year did you graduate?
2009.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my boyfriend at the time was into music, and Lamb of God was one of the few that I was like, yeah, I can listen to this one.
Oh, yeah. So you listen
Yeah,
probably more than I have.
Oh,
Probably. Actually, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
yeah, I haven't spoken with him in a while either, but
I can only imagine like just the amount of music that
he had consumed. Even at that time, I was like, dude, how are you?
Yeah, because he had
what even is this?
he had what was the biggest iPod at the time?
Maybe like 100,
Like 128, maybe
28,
maybe 256. Because I had a 256.
Because I know he had
2003.
like his iPod was completely full of music, and he had to like rotate music out. But I don't know that it was the biggest one. It might have been the one like right below the biggest one. It was ridiculous. Anyway, so this is
Because
one of the few bands that was
I
like,
have a one. What is this one?
yeah, what's the brick?
Well, this
The-
one
it
right
was a
here
it
is
was a brick.
160.
That's a
And I don't
60,
even
you
know if
said?
it works anymore.
I had
Remember
a
this one?
256. I had a huge one. It was a big block. Maybe it was 128, but I know it was like I had a lot of music on it. I think I found it the other day though, but
I think this one's 160.
I had a nano too, like a little nano one that I threw like 64 gigs on it of it or something like that. So wow. So
Yeah.
you definitely listen to them a lot more than I have.
A
Even
bit
them.
more.
Yeah, a bit more. So
I've certainly heard more of their albums if you've only listened to the one.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Who needs those dumb stickers on the back anyway?
Quit breaking
Yeah,
shit.
nobody needs that.
I mean, this thing's it's got
Battle-
issues. It needs help.
Battle worthy.
I don't even know if it
Back in
because
the days when you could drop your devices and they didn't break immediately.
Sure. Yeah.
I haven't updated this thing.
Talking to you, Apple, you piece of shit.
I probably haven't updated this thing since the last time I was at your house. Mark.
I was about to
Oh
say,
my
no.
god, are you serious?
Yeah.
My house, holy shit.
Yeah, when you had given me some stuff to put on here.
Oh yeah.
I think that was the last time it updated.
Wow, version 10 of 30.
Yeah, I know it's probably got some, and I know there's a corrupt file or two on here somewhere that's messing with the hard drive.
We'll probably have to sync it up to the iTunes again and let it clear itself. Put it to default. You know.
Yep.
There's a way of pushing the buttons to do that and put it back to like factory D reset or something like that. But you got to charge it up to let it do that, you know.
Well, yeah, then I lose everything and I don't have iTunes anymore. So
Yeah, there you go.
All
right, guys.
We can fix that.
We can fix that. There are so many avenues now. It's unreal. So, all right. Brass tacks. Let's get into this. Who wants to go first? Shannon, you go first.
Okay.
Spin the wheel. Remember, guys, we're going 6 deep. Part 1, and then part 2. We'll have the new album to put on the list. Sorry, on the wheel with that. So
spin the wheel, make the deal.
Make the deal. Oh, you get resolution, the one I want.
So I feel like my notes are not as useful when you don't get to follow my journey.
Okay. All right.
Because I have one note. I do have a rating.
Okay.
I only have one note.
Okay.
But I feel
All
like
right.
I feel like the previous stuff would be helpful, but maybe not. Anyway, I wrote they just keep getting better.
You know, I can't disagree. It's a great note. It really is. 8?
9 out of 10, put that shit in shredding.
Wow.
You
Hold
are
up.
wrong in your initial assessment of this album. This album is great.
So I gave it an 8.5. Here's what I wrote. I tried this time because there's so many albums. I need to give my first impressions soon as the album's done, so I have like full contact to what it is. This album really hits you hard, especially musically with the riffs and the drumming. It's a very simple part. Now, where a couple albums ago, they really threw in the odd time signatures. This one, I felt like was very simple for everybody to a certain degree. I really appreciate too the singing got a lot better, where
Yes.
I can understand what he's saying. I like when singers can do that. They give you that aggression with pronunciation, not like a frog. It's called frog, frogging, or like that. You sound like a frog.
Is it legitimately called frogging?
It's something like that. You sound like a frog.
Huh.
It's a special term, but if you think about it, everybody who growls, you don't understand them. It's like a frog. You know what I mean?
Huh.
When you're
I-
pronouncing your words like Cannibal Corpse, they can pronounce their words, both Corpse Grinder and Barnes. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
I
Well,
feel
Know this
I mean,
about them.
with Barnes, I've still haven't like I know what the lyrics are to Hammer Smashed Face,
you
but
need a decoder.
you still need a decoder for it.
Subtitles.
Like
I feel like Corpse Grinder does a better job with
He
pronouncing
does.
words. Yeah.
he does.
And
for
I
sure.
feel like Randy does that very well. I feel like they stay kind of in a monotone pace though, where it's not out of the ordinary. Yeah, 8.5. I'm right with you. I feel like it's in bitch and shredding like territory. You know what I mean?
JM.
Well, he was completely sober for this one, so that might
Oh
be
yeah.
part of it.
Oh, that was a
That
good
was the first
situation.
time he was sober
Ah.
for.
I'm sure there will be happy
recording.
little stories to delve
Um,
into then for other albums, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe. What
Well,
do you
they
think about?
started demoing while they were still on tour for the Wrath album for this too. So there was a lot more cohesiveness, maybe, in the writing.
Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes it's kind of interesting when you talk about writing on the road compared to taking your time in the studio. Is a lot of times, sometimes you get influenced by the bands you're around too. So sometimes
Yeah.
you never know what tour you're on. You might hear something of that caliber. What did you think about it, John? What'd you give it?
I
We're
I
starting out with
think
shredding. That is wild.
that's crazy too. Yeah,
That's crazy.
And with me.
Yeah,
I know
that's the
you of
crazy
all
part.
people.
Shredding to you is like a golden ticket for Willy Wonka. Like, you know what I mean?
That's right. Sparingly.
Sparingly. That's
I know
right.
Spotify apparently gave us like a bonus version of it with like 3 extra songs because I was like, wow, this is like the longest album with like
Uh,
17 songs or something. And I was like, that seems a bit much. But yeah, I was right up there with an 8. Like
yeah, I think we
it,
agree.
it was really
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah, I'm definitely solid. And you know, what's funny is when I listen to it now, I have that album. I'm like, why? I just couldn't understand it at the time. And now when I listen to it, I was like, man, I'm fuck. Yeah, fuck.
That's 2.
But I
Uh,
think that's a good little PSA for everyone.
sure.
If you don't like something then perhaps give it another try. You might like it now.
Yeah.
Or the opposite
John.
can happen.
True.
Where you're
John,
like,
Yeah.
how was I ever into this?
you got sacri. I know, right? Like during the times, like I can name a band. I'm like, really? I like these guys. You're like, ah.
I've got a couple really embarrassing ones where I'm like, I saw them live. You know what I mean? And you're like,
Ooh,
ooh,
maybe
oh
we should.
no.
Ugh.
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 All right.
All right,
Yeah. All right, Sacrament.
Um,
What we got, Johnny boy?
I mean, I have spent so much time with this album.
Okay.
It was very heavily rotated when it came out.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
especially like the beat. And I know this one is probably a little bit more overproduced, I guess, with like vocal stuff and with tones and production things with it. But like, I mean, Walk With Me in Hell is just,
Great opener.
it is a
Great
fantastic
opener.
opener.
Yeah.
And like, it just, that's one of those, like, it'll get you pumped. It'll
Yeah.
get you going. That's definitely one of my, it's probably top 3 for me.
So
No
is this
joke.
in bitching or shredding? Sounded
It's,
bitching.
I mean, it's on the line. I would,
Do it, JM. Go with your feels.
it's a
Well,
shredding.
okay, it's shredding.
Go with your feels.
Is it
Go
better
Field.
than Resolution? Okay, you contemplate that. I'll give you my rating. This is another 8.5 for me. I really dug this album. To me, when everything got to this album, you definitely see the progression of every album where they're getting to, where the sound is getting tighter and a lot better. Um, Especially the singing got a lot better with this album. It's like every album, it's better and better and better. It gave more of a rating. I think one of those things too is that they are definitely have a formula where they have certain things they do every album where it scratches the itch of certain genres for me. Where you have the groove part, then you got the thrash part, and then you got the hardcore part, and then you got the punk part, and it's like a mixing bowl of them. That's what I like about it. I definitely 8 to 8.5, depending on. I think it's a bitchin' album. I don't think it's a shredding album. I definitely think it's a high bitching album. For me, it is.
And I would agree with you. I do agree with you. I gave it an 8 as well. Um, Mostly because their Walk With Me to Hell, awesome opener. Beating on Death's Door, great closer. Then you had
there is
Again
kind of
We
like
Rise,
there's like
which
the middle part of it that's kind of
that's like good without being great. Like it's fine. And one of my notes is actually it's like they knew to put their weaker songs in the middle of the album. You know, they're
there's
like, we're gonna
really
start
only
great, we're gonna end great. These songs maybe not quite as good, but we'll
Fillers.
right in the middle.
Fillers.
but I mean to me there's only like maybe two songs that are fillers in there.
I wouldn't even
Yeah,
call them fillers. I just don't think they're quite as good.
yeah, like I could
They're
like
quality, but you're expecting something else for Lamb of God than those two. Like,
Uh,
that makes sense?
what were
yeah,
the songs though, JM? Maybe.
like
Uh,
like descending and More Time to Kill.
Well, I have to find the tracks. Hold on. Oh yeah, yeah.
Because like
I
Black and the Cursed Sun is great.
agreed. Agreed. You know, and I don't remember loving Pathetic, but I also wonder if that's because it came after
Because it came
Redneck.
after Redneck,
Redneck and Again
which
We
is a
Rise and Walk With Me in Hell, and then you get Pathetic, which is kind of like
it's that's the like groove one.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, that's got the
yeah.
groove. That's more of the groove. So
Mm.
but
I mean,
Redneck's
Still
funny
great.
because it's about Randy. Like I can't remember if it's Mark Morton that wrote the lyrics to that or
I,
if it was Willie Adler, but it's about Randy.
I mean, the album's gone gold, and it went to number 8 on Billboard. I mean, it was a pretty good album, when it came out. Um, that was
Revolver named it Album of the Year in 2006.
Yeah, that was their highest charting at the time. Resolution was number 3, came out 3 on the Billboard charts. Um,
They
which
lost out. They lost the Grammy to Slayer in 2007.
Well, it's Slayer. What do you expect? Come on.
I mean,
I
Eyes of the Insane or Redneck. I mean,
Yeah, I would have gave it to them because I feel like Slayer. I mean, they haven't got no Grammys yet, and they were kind of like in the way out the door at that time. You know what I mean? So it was kind of like,
yeah,
here's a Grammy. Have a good day. I was like,
yeah.
one of those. So, and I'm guessing I'm getting
New American Gospel.
New American Gospel.
Which
So
his debut is Lamb of God.
yes. I gave this a 6.5. So here's my reasoning. It's definitely a step up from Burn the Priest. This is their first start as Lamb of God. This I wrote the structure of the songs sound a lot tighter, and the grooves are delicious. I don't know why I wrote that.
Were you hungry?
Yeah, maybe. Or they're
Delicious grooves.
they're not.
Nope, nope, nope,
Yeah.
nope. Now you made it weird.
The album's not really for mass appeal. It's more for the underground thing where Start is Burn the Priest. So this album's really for the people that know them. This is not for the public. It did hit 64 in the Billboard chart. So that's pretty impressive for that type. The singing is what did it for me. It didn't cut it. The singing for me did not cut it at all. The album was okay. The drums were too much in your face too. I feel like the production of it was off. I feel like Chris Adler was like, "Hey man, throw some more kicks in there for me, please. make my cymbals a little louder." He pulled a Lars Ulrich from Metallica. He pulled a Lars.
He's like, turn the bass down to
yeah. That's why I understand what they were going for, but it's not hitting the mark for me. I think it's a meh, to be honest. It's a high meh. Maybe a lawnmower if somebody changes their mind. It's not a bitching or shredding, Shannon.
No, I agree.
Okay.
No, I mean,
Okay.
I'm just messing with you.
You put me through the ringer and
So-
shit.
right.
So what did you say, Shannon? What did you say? It sounds like you agree. Kind of
This album to me sounds very much like a jam session. It doesn't sound like something
Okay.
that should be in like an album, right? It's just like
Yeah.
they're like, oh, let's mess around and this is gonna be fun. Almost like it was for them as opposed to something you released. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
It was glorified practice.
I don't even know that it was glorified practice, honestly.
Yeah. I feel like they were
Yeah.
tinkering and they just
Like,
if they had like another month for like figuring out the rhythms and the like they really put their homework in a little bit more, could have been a little bit better.
One of my notes was, did they even write lyrics for this? Or were they just like scatting like
But that brings me to the point of the vocals where
I did not like the vocals in this album.
no,
The high
and
screech vocals were nope.
I probably could have gave it a 7 to 7.5 with a better vocal range. And when you're doing that, it brings back to the whole conversation. People thought they were a death metal band, and it was like, no, they're not. They might have a little influence of it. Yeah.
I was so scared because when we initially pulled Lamb of God, I'm like, oh cool, like I'm kind of familiar with them. I know that I at least like their stuff a bit, so this is gonna be cool. And then this album, I was like, oh no, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know.
What was your rating? What did we rate this?
5 out of 10. I put it in lawnmower because I think as a background, I think I could handle it. But
John, what did you give it?
I gave it a 6.5, but that's because
arbitrary 6.
arbitrary 6, whatever.
Plus
Like,
0.5.
I mean-
we like them.
We gotta have a section called arbitrary 6.
Really? I'm trying to get that shirt made.
Yes.
Get it
Oh
made.
man.
You gotta. I
But,
give it an
like,
arbitrary 6 out of 10.
But they did the thing though with the opening track is still really good.
Yeah.
Like Black Label is a good track.
They do
And
start their
then-
albums very, very well. I do say. Ruin
And
is a
then-
good one.
And then you've got like whatever, and then there's the Black Dahlia, which is a good one.
Yeah.
And that's about it. So you've got like two. There might be another on there somewhere that's okay, but I don't remember, and that's the thing.
So,
So
guess who did the engineering production for this album?
Steve Austin.
No, he did the backing vocals. Don't
Oh.
cheat, you cheater.
Smitty, Morgan,
Devin
Yeager, and
Townsend.
Jensen.
Devin
Oh.
Townsend. Yeah, famous Devin Townsend. I don't know if you know who he is.
Strapping
He's
young
with-
lad
Strapping Young Lads. His solo work, which is
with
very
the skullet.
the skullet. That's right. He is famous for the skullet. If you look him up, he has long hair with a bald head like me. Proud skullet. But he's a really great tone engineer. And when I'm seeing this, I'm like, if he was on this album, how did he say, yes, this is great, when the vocals just don't, not appealing? Like, I don't know.
It does not make sense to me.
It doesn't make sense. All right, let's get into number 4. But what we're going to do, I forgot. The artwork.
What do you want? Why are you here?
Well,
Bro,
let's talk about the artwork. Shall
you
we?
know better. That's right. You turn around and you walk out of here.
Don't give me a bad talk. With this artwork, I really feel like it's paintings of like emotion. Does that make sense? Like if you look at a lot of these like artwork where you see like the self-titled one where it has like a clock and everything is showing time and like your life, like
Very
as
artsy.
very
Yeah.
artsy, which we have to remember. What's in Richmond, Virginia? BCU. BCU. And the most famous thing out of Richmond is what, John?
Oh man, the most famous thing out of Richmond.
Guar.
Guar, yeah.
Guar.
Artsy stuff.
Our lost episode. It's a joke
I
behind
feel like that's how we have to release it now. The last
yes,
episode.
the
Guar.
lost episode. Which let's bring it into this notion that Lamb of God is not a gimmick band, but they
No.
do use the art side of VCU to their benefit. I truly believe their artwork is very important to who they are. I love their artwork. I think it's great. Wrath is kind of okay, but
I would say Wrath is like their
Is their
They're-
least arty.
yeah,
artwork.
that's the one that like doesn't fit. Like one of these things, it's not like the other artwork wise.
Yeah. My favorite artwork is the self-title or number 7 Strum Dung. What is it called?
Undrang.
Undrang. I like that one. It has the 9 Inch Nails feel to that one, like
Yeah, like the downward spiral.
correct. Yeah. Downward Spiral. Which I hope one day we do 9 Inch Nails. I love.
I apologize to anyone who's listening and actually speaks German. Anyway, keep going.
Sorry, and I'm German.
I
too.
can't speak it well either. But
Neither can I. So
I know that it's that was not right. Anyway,
it's
I apologize on behalf.
storm
anyway.
and stress is what.
I
Sorry,
apologize
sorry,
on
my
behalf of all
German
of us
fans out
forever.
there. We are so sorry for my German fans.
Legitimately, like we're
Yeah, we're
white
sorry for
Americans, we're
mispronouncing
sorry.
the word storm and stress. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Put,
by the
put
way,
it in the
that'll-
comments. John, you
Really?
got
That's interesting.
Omens is yours. The
Oh.
latest one before the new one this Friday.
I-
Shannon, you want to do it?
Go ahead.
I mean, if we're going in order,
I thought John started it, then you, then me.
No,
That's it.
No, Shannon started.
no, you made me start.
I'm sorry, Shannon. You start. My bad. I thought we started with John.
No.
No.
Yikes. Sorry.
No, life's not weird.
This album was particularly melodic and also brutal.
Okay.
I feel like they blended those two particularly well in this album. And I don't know if it's, well, I don't want to get into the one before it, but um is it perfect? Maybe.
Oh,
9.5 out of 10. That is the number one shredding.
Whoa,
Whoa.
That's
Number one shredding.
number one.
Number one for me. This is my number one album as of the current place.
Wow.
I loved this album.
Wow.
I mean,
What did you give it, John?
So I gave it a 4.
no, I didn't give it a 4. I mean,
You didn't
Like,
give it a 9.
I just
I've-
think this
I put-
blend was just hit me. Maybe it was the right day for me to listen to this one. Maybe it was all of it, but like,
We have to remember that too. That's a good point. We'll bring that up later. All right, that's a really good point.
I mean, again, I've heard, I've listened to the album before, and I put a little bit of time into it, but a 9.5.
Well, John, you got to give us your answer. What did you give it?
I mean, it's
Don't
it's
say
right up
9.5. You can't give your own.
No, I'm not saying that like 9.5 is out of the realm of possibility for these guys, but
is it because I gave it a 9.5?
You have
Is it
just
because you
gave,
gave it the
No,
arbitrary 6?
you gave 2 9s here. Like this is
like
unheard of.
this is unprecedented. Like we're in uncharted waters with you right now.
I feel uncomfortable.
What is happening?
I feel uncomfortable.
I don't know
right
who I am anymore.
I feel
Exactly.
strange.
Who are
here.
you?
Yeah, who are you?
I don't know.
Who are you?
Like, God.
I don't think I gave Coheed 2 9s in there. My
No,
favorite
you
band
did
ever.
not. I
No,
don't
you
think you
didn't.
did.
No, you didn't.
I don't think you did.
Wow. I
don't
mean,
keep my
again,
notes.
going like I've heard it, and I didn't like put my whole listenings on because I was trying to do notes while I was listening to the last few tracks of it because that's what I do.
Very prepared.
Very prepared. I am always on time.
He is the first. He is the first one here. When we
Just
get
like
the
the
show.
postman.
In
Just
my
like-
defense, I had my laptop up 15
Yeah.
minutes early,
Just
And then
and I got a work call anyway.
and then
And
and
then
then
anyway, it's
no, it's an 8 for me for sure. It's a very solid album.
I gave it an 8 also. I
mean, like Nevermore, like again, because they always have that excellent
Openers,
opening
man.
track.
It did
Nevermore
co-
is great. Omens is an awesome song, and it fits right in the middle.
Sure. It did come out number 15 on the Billboard chart. So it did hit number 15. I don't know. I wrote. I feel like it had more variety in the music and roofing of the very normal Lamb of God of sorry, not roofing, rooting. Talk to Dax, my bad. How it's rooted in certain ways how they do things. Up to this point, you kind of know what album you're gonna get from them. Like every one of them. I hate to say they it's not like they sound the same, but the formula is always going to be a certain way after like what is it? Ashes of the Wake or Sacrament. It
Well, I think too, part of it is that this album, Omens, came after like COVID,
sure.
like the whole COVID thing. So they didn't really get to tour on the self-titled that much.
Yeah.
So that might have had something to do with how the sound might be a little bit different. Not that they're not getting the response from like the crowd or whatever
Sure.
that you would get, but
I gotcha.
I mean, it's still a freaking
for being
It's
that
still,
late, it's still late in their career. They're still
yeah,
putting out
they're still putting
seven
out.
eights. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's pretty nice to see that, which would lead us into oblivion. Hopefully, we'll see something like that. Ooh, Johnny boy,
Ashes of
you
the Wake.
Ashes of the Wake
Well, as stated earlier, that was the first one I heard, and
came out 27 on the Billboard chart in 2004.
so this was like really wish I could read my freaking handwriting.
Between talk to text and
I
illegible,
know.
I know.
you guys.
Well, what my thing
I'm
is,
old school,
like,
okay?
I was in the work truck, and I wanted my reaction right then and there while I'm driving because I'm listening to it going to Deal City, going to work or whatever, stuff like that. I wanted the first response, and maybe I should have proofread, but
Yeah, well, that's
we're
where
here. We're here. Ashes of the Wake. What do we got,
This
Johnny
this
boy?
was your
this is the first one that I heard of him, and I was hooked.
Okay.
Laid to Rest was actually like when you could make songs like your ringtone on your phone.
Oh man, showing your age, John.
Actually made Laid to Rest my ringtone for a while.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
What a great I think that's one of my favorite opening tracks for an album is Laid to Rest. When you
Just
get
the drum intro right there. Like everything
yes,
just
you start out with that, you kind of know we got something a little bit different
Mhm.
from As the Palace Burns. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's evolution.
Yeah, and
Just
like
saying.
I noticed like because I was like, I know they do solos, but they're like I can't
Pinpointed.
remember
They're
a couple of
pinpointed.
I can't remember a couple of the other bands that like, oh, here's a solo. Like, where'd that come from? Like, and I know I've said that in
Mm,
previous episodes where they're very like solos are not just they're put in there for like
it's not the bread and butter like Megadeth and Annihilator and
no,
like
they're like
Exodus and Creator. Like everything has to have a solo.
yeah, these guys don't. And like
Now,
on it surprised me because I haven't gone through the Lamb of God rabbit hole for a while, and then like One Gun comes up, and there's like this shredding guitar solo in there, and I
which
was like, "Whoa,
Chris,
where did that come from?"
well, one of the solos is from Chris Poland, which is from
Megadeth,
Megadeth. And then also too is Alex Skolnick from Testament, which those are
which makes a lot of sense.
top tier guitarists. They are soloists first and probably rhythm second. Like you know what I mean?
Well, and it's funny too because if you listen, like some of the riffs that they do will like kind of trick you into thinking it's a solo because they'll do like a pinch harmonic or like a string bend or something, and you're like, oh, that's the solo, but
the
it's really not. It's just
the
part of the riff.
the Zach Wild pinch harmonic.
Yeah,
And it's like, ah, look at my boys doing the pinch harmonic.
like doing the dime bag, you know.
Yes, yeah. And let's that was
But,
one
I
of the
mean,
things I looked into also is like when you hear a solo from them, you're like, oh man, that's just another layer that are like, all right, we're using that
yeah,
sparingly. Like
right,
it's not our identity. And I feel like
yeah,
I feel like the drums get in the singing get forefront and everything else is in the background.
right.
And it's always about trying to be equal. Like, okay, everybody gets shine in some way. So would you give it, John?
I gave it an 8.5.
I was like bitching to me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Solid.
I give it an 8.
I
I'm
also
right
gave
with
it an 8.
Yeah. Um, why'd you give it an 8, Shannon?
I mean, just like it's raw, it's heavy, Um, I love the really groovy riff and Another Nail in Your Coffin.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yes.
really groovy. Groovy.
Groovy.
And the song Ashes of the Wake with the Iraq soldier saying his bit in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
I
And I
really
think that
yeah.
you know, like you were saying earlier, Mark, the even though Lamb of God has like the stuff that they do, none of it at least to me, none of it felt formulaic. I wasn't bored. I wasn't like, oh, didn't I hear this album already? Didn't they just wasn't this the thing we just did?
Well, because they always try to
That,
do
like
something like
yeah,
they
there's
try
like a
to make it not like the last one.
Like an
yeah.
acoustic part that goes into a song, or
Yeah.
you hear like different elements of something. You're like, oh, what's this? You know, and you're like, oh, okay, you know.
I mean, there are some things that are what we will call signatures, like I mean, just being the drummer in me is like, well, that Phil is, that's his thing.
I truly believe this got a better score because the singing was a lot better. I really truly believe the playing capabilities are there at 100%. I feel like the vocals had to get to that point where it needed to be up there with the music because the vocals is a musicianship itself. I feel like
Yeah.
it was always lacking with at least the first two. Getting to the third one, you saw the progression, and then with this one, you just like, okay,
Yeah,
We're
now
getting there. Yeah, we're
it's
this
just
is
yeah,
getting
where they
better.
are. This
Yeah.
we're
is
in the
where,
groove.
and that
Yeah.
was the thing. I said, this is their sound. Like this is,
Yeah.
they've got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all about musicality for me with a lot of these bands is the singer can always be overlooked because you have such a good band, right? And when you come with a singer that's doing what he's doing, you need him to be at your point. And I feel like with this album, he is just like they're at 100%. He's like at 90, 95. Like he's right there. And I feel like the next album after that, which was Sacrament,
Mhm.
you
Yep.
saw the pinnacle of the band together. You know, for me, it did. So, yeah, yeah, it was a good album. It was very nice.
Yeah, I say this,
Agreed.
this
Agreed.
one and Sacrament, like
Hit.
big repeats.
Yeah. Which brings us to As the Palace
Palaces
Burn. So this would be the last one for the show. We'll go with that. That would be the last one we do, and I gave it an 8. I gave it an 8. After the first two albums, you can see what they were trying to go for, and I think they finally unlocked the code on this album. They finally figured out what Lamb of God was in
Yep.
an album. Producing, mixing, playing ability, everything came together with this one. And I listened to them in order. The first thing I said was, I hope they stay like this the whole time. And they did. They kind of did. They maybe strayed off a little bit, but the formula they did on this album has been copied to the other ones in different ways. It's still it's a cake, chocolate and vanilla.
I feel like this is pretty obviously a transition album though.
Do you feel like it appealed to the masses a lot more with this one too? Like it opened for more of an audience with the sound of this one compared to like let's say
Compared to New American Gospel, yes.
Yeah.
I feel like it opened a little bit of a door more to people to listen to make the music because you want to make music that is for you, but you want to make music for the masses to see what you're doing.
Receive your message.
And we have to remember when you're an artist, every musician is either a musician or an artist. Musician, they just want to go out and play music, tour, make money. An artist, this is artwork. This is their life. This is forget money. This is blood, sweat, and tears. I feel like they are in that middle of an artist and as a band. And this one really, I mean, look at the album cover to the songs to this kind of, I feel like this was a step up from the last one, which is, you know, um, I don't know. It's kind of
Yeah.
interesting with that. So
Yeah.
yeah, I gave it an 8, and I will put it in Bitchin'. I think it's not better than Ashes of the Wake. I feel like it's up there in Bitchin', but not better than Ashes. So
I agree with
Yeah,
that.
I said this was they definitely, like you said, they found it.
yeah,
They found the sound. Like Ashes of the Wake was like it was locked in at
Yeah.
that point.
They got their
Um,
great opener though.
yep, and
With
Ruin is
Ruin.
such a great
Great
opener.
opener.
Like they
very
have
yeah.
just the opening tracks are like, and Vigil's a good closer too. So
Their songwriting definitely got better too.
yeah,
I feel like that too. It's kind of where like you're going from New American Gospel where you're a new band, you're a new you kind of have Burn the Priest, but you're bringing in complexity to the music. So you have the blending of it, which made Lamb of God. And now you're like, okay, well, going from all right, we sold 1,000 records. Now let's make something a little more appealing. I mean, it's hit number 64 in the Billboard charts, you know, and yeah, I think it's a bitchin' album. I don't know. What do you think, Shannon?
I mean, I gave it a 7 out of 10.
Okay,
So that's like low bitchin'.
sure. Yeah,
I gave it a 7.5. So
seven
yeah,
point five. Sure.
I mean that's where we are. We're right in the middle.
I feel like when I listen to that, that's my first start of okay, this band is very listenable. I can't wait for another one. Like it was when I heard Burn, we'll talk about Burn the Priest or whatever. When I got to this album, I was like, I get it. I
Yep.
understand. And then get to, you know, Ashes to Sacrament, you're like, okay,
Same.
I understand the popularity of Lamb of God, and I kicked myself in the ass because I didn't listen to him before, and I feel like a piece of shit.
Yeah. This is also the album as doing the re-listen where I'm like, oh, okay, good. Oh, I can do this.
We
I can
can
do
make
this.
it through.
Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I was like ready to text and be like, guys, I can't.
Yeah,
I can't do
I
12
can't do it.
albums of this. I can't.
All right. Well, that ends part 1 of the show. Good start. I'm kind of surprised, but this is very intriguing what we're going to come with. And when we listen to Into Oblivion, that will be on the wheel next time. And then something else will be on the wheel. It's a surprise. We'll talk about it. That will be a talking point next time. So if you can't figure it out, I'll let you know if you want to, but we'll do it afterwards. Yes.
A
So
surprise
that's
for
surprise.
me.
Oh yes. All right. All right, guys. We'll end part
Ooh.
1 and we'll be back with part 2. Until next time. Bye, Internet.
See ya.